Hello, welcome. Shell Helmet Guy here, and for today's subject, I like to talk about the Nintendo Direct. I know I'm a bit late to this topic. I like to get it out of my chest. I have to say that Game Buster isn't that bad for the Direct. It's great that it had Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered on the Switch 1 and Switch 2. It's one of the best tactics games I've ever played since the PSP Portable, as well as the Disguise series. With Disguise 7 complete on the Switch 2, which you get the DLC as well as the full game, so that's a plus. With the other games that are coming out like Persona 3 Reloaded, Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, Octopath Traveler Zero, and Yakuza Kiwami 2. For Persona 3 Reloaded, it might be a pass for me, just because I already have Persona 3 Portable on the Switch. Even though if it's an improvement in every way, I'm just not getting it again, just for its story. With Sparking Zero, it's a pass for me as well, even though it's coming out on the Switch 1, because I've already played on it a bit, and I've seen some of the playthroughs on this game, which just didn't catch my interest. It's just missing certain things from the previous game, with the Budokai Tenkaichi franchise, and I wish I had a remaster instead of getting a Sparking Zero on the Switch 1. For Octopath Traveler Zero, we'll be getting the game. Huge fan, no issues there. And lastly, Yakuza Kiwami 2, which I'm excited for, because Yakuza 1 was my first introduction in the franchise. Looking forward to getting this game later on. But the only thing that bothers me is the game keycards.
Hey, what are you talking about? There's nothing wrong with that.
Wait, who is that?
Hello, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Greedy Helmet. I represent all greeds in all things, including corporate companies, which I'm happy with Nintendo for doing so well.
So wait a minute, you're fine with games being such high price to the point where it's near to the 80 or 100 price range, just due to having amazing visuals?
Well, it's not just that. It's as well as making the games more cinematic and easier in terms of difficulties for casuals and journalists. As well as the price is just due to the tariffs.
Yes, but other gaming companies are following your example as well. They never put up their price on their games before, until they followed your idea.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it doesn't matter. I don't have to put up much of a fight to defend myself. Other console fanboys can do it in my place, as well as making good excuses, so it really doesn't matter. With the game keycards on the rise, we get more profit through accessories and micro SD cards, which is a big win for us. I have to say I'm very thankful for the people to downplay the situation and give excuses. Thank you fanboys, and the people who buy it. If this keeps up, we'll find new ways to cut down corners on games in the near future. So again, thanks for the money, we appreciate it. Yes, but the keycard concept idea makes no sense because it has no data on the cartridge. And you have to download it from the internet through the server, to the point where I think you could just do that in digital instead, which is a waste of plastic. And the funny thing is that you get the full game on the Switch 1. Even though the visuals is not as good as the Switch 2, I still prefer a full game than none at all. Well, the Switch 1 is about to come to its end soon enough, even though we pulled up the price until it finishes. We will wait until we move to the Switch 2 for our plans for the digital age. Anyway, the other issues is why you don't get the Switch second hand, because it could be permanently unusable due to the ban of pirate games or certain attachment or games that don't work on the console, as well as faulty battery on the Switch 2 due to having too much moisture in the air. Even know, I've heard so many bad rumors about it. I'm starting to think this is a prototype
Of the Switch 2 instead of the OLED version. Well, our grand plan was to make all consoles like Google Stadia in the future. Not a bad plan, yeah? No, isn't Google Stadia just an online console? But the only way to play games is through online, without any downloads. And you have to pay monthly subscriptions. And why are you telling us your plan? It doesn't matter if I told you or not. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. Since the console fanboys downplay the situation and make excuses for it, then the people start to get brainwashed into buying it. Well, you know how the saying goes. Don't ask questions, just consume product and then get excited for new product. Well, this is worrying. I hope it doesn't come down to that. I might get the Switch 2 in the future, just because I want to play certain games on it, but it's not a must due to the situation that's been going on now. Anyway, I would like to hear what you guys think on the comment section below. Thanks for listening.